Do you love gaming? I love gaming too. What I mostly love about a game is that you can go out there, pick it up, and it's officially yours, and no matter what happens to you, you'll still be there. And yes, we're talking about the Ubisoft stuff. Okay, what's the Ubisoft situation? Hang on, let me fix my thing so it looks like I'm actually looking at the camera. The Ubisoft situation is simple enough. A tweet came out by anti-DRM stating that Ubisoft closes your account and you haven't logged in for some time, you will lose progress of all the games you purchased. So essentially meaning that if you bought any digital games basically off the Ubisoft store, which, to be fair, I mean, if you're an avid Far Cry fan and you play all their games on PC, then yes. If you haven't logged in for a while, and pretty much that's it. If you haven't logged in, Ubisoft will give you a chance. Will basically have the thing to just shut down your account. Yeah, and this is kind of I'll just say what it's basically just illegal. I know that's kind of what everybody's kind of been saying, but it genuinely is. This is the equivalent of like owning a game and you haven't played it in a long time, and then just the company just comes in through your door and then they just take your game. Why? Because you haven't touched it in a long time. Ugh. And surprisingly, Ubisoft has actually responded by basically stating that they want to chime in and say that you can avoid closure of logging into your account within 30 days. Yada yada yada. Account closure, cancel shit. You get the point. But I mean, who cares? I mean, cool, I guess, but that's not the point of this. That's not the point why people are angry. People are angry because obviously, apparently, Ubisoft has the ability to basically shut down your game for not logging in long enough. Which, yeah, it does kind of break a law. When you purchase a game, it's yours. You're allowed to do whatever you want with it. You should be able to play it whenever you want to. But the fact that Ubisoft can basically just close down your account and everything, despite how much money you've poured into them, that doesn't sound right. Can just close your game at all just for not logging into your own account. Which, okay, I know there's like a lot of situations that could apply. Like, what if like you somehow lost your account or you've forgotten your password and you have no idea how to reset your password? I know it's like a pretty specific situation, but these kind of situations exist. Or, heck, I don't know, maybe like you lost your PC kind of combusted and your house, you're living in the Stone Age or some shit, or just basically like you have lost all access to like electronics and stuff, something like that. I don't know. That's kind of like a very specific situation, but I'm assuming you guys can understand what I mean when I say situations like that. And you have no way of like accessing like your emails or accessing like your Ubisoft account so that you can still stay logged in and make sure you keep those games. I don't know what else to say. Like, this is kind of just a boggling of the mind of why Ubisoft wants to do this kind of fucking shit like this. And heck, some people might even say like, oh, it's so that Ubisoft can like trick people and like, oh, you gotta buy the game again if you want to play it. To which case, yeah, I mean that could be the case, but still, anyways, God. And there is this point that I'm just gonna pull from from the big upload, man. The point that Moist Critical did make is that this is just going to advocate more to people wanting to do piracy instead of just fucking purchasing the game again, because his point was basically that piracy, you're basically downloading the game yourself, and that you can own the game on your own with no repercussions of it. Okay, obviously repercussions is you're downloading it illegally, but still, you have the game, it's yours, you can do whatever you want with it, and that heck, you don't have to worry about being like off your computer for some time, or heck, if you want to be like a freaking boot, if you want to go outside and touch grass for like an entire year, you can do that, and then come back here and play the game still because it's a pirated game. Overall, I mean, there's not much we can say about it. I mean, I hope that Ubisoft and other companies can see that this kind of decision is the worst thing you should ever do to gamers. The ability to basically just take their games away off the board. You can't play it. If you want to play it again, I'm sorry, you got to make another account and you have to download it again and give us your money. So give me money, give me money, give me. So yeah, that's kind of all I want to talk about. I don't think Ubisoft actually responded to this kind of shit. Yeah, no, there's been no response to that. But anyways, yeah, I hope that by us, like I don't know, I don't want to say gaming community because that sounds cringe to say, but I hope that the community or gaming community can like drive a message to Ubisoft saying that this kind of shit is wrong and borderline maybe illegal, because the ability to basically delete an account and get rid of all your games and stuff on it should be the choice of the account holder, not the fucking company that owns the platform. But yeah, I hope that like, other companies like Sony and Nintendo, they don't take steps from Ubisoft and just get rid of their games. Although to be fair, if this is Nintendo we're talking about, they maybe see dollar signs from it, but heck, I don't think so. Unless we're in some kind of dark timeline. But yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I got my PC cleaned up. Took a while. All right, bye everyone.